See if it refreshed. We're live, yeah.
Yay!
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, welcome everybody to the live stream. So happy that you are all here. Before we get going into this, I just want to share that the way that we're going to do this is we have some questions that we're going to ask our special guests, and we'll get into who these special guests are. But if you have any questions that you want to ask them, put them into the chat there in this app stream. Then feel free to tweet or leave a comment somewhere, and we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. And then at the end, we'll try to collect all the questions and answer your questions at the end. So we are going to get into this thing. As you guys know, growing can be so difficult when it comes to any kind of business, including YouTube, Twitter, social media, any kind of business. It's really difficult. Some of us have full-time jobs working YouTube part-time, and some of us are even working YouTube full-time, but it can still be difficult. And so when we see channels like these three that we have here grow at a rapid rate, what do we always ask? How? How do they do it? What is the magic formula? What is the magic potion? And so we have people that have the magic formula and the magic potion. So we have the wizards here on this live stream. So we are so happy that they're here. We have three people who have seen rapid growth in their YouTube channel in a very short amount of time. It's been absolutely amazing. And they are willing to share their secrets. So don't tell anybody these secrets, okay? Don't tell anybody. So I want to welcome our special guests. We've got Phil with BLP3 TV. We've got Mandy Fuller that is live right now. And we are waiting for Ellen with TEK WHIRL to get in. She's having some technical issues, so hopefully she'll be able to join us. So I definitely want you guys to welcome them to this live feed. And as we get into this, I just want you guys to share a little bit, BLP and Mandy, share a little bit about your channel. Actually, a little bit about yourself. Let's get to know you as a person briefly. Your name, do you work full-time now? What's your occupation? And also, why did you start a YouTube channel? BLP, let's start with you.
So I'm Phil with BLP3 TV, and let's see here. So I do work a full-time job. I'm an insurance guy. I'm the guy that sells you volcano insurance and everything under the sun. Life insurance, so that's the big one. You do need it, guys. Trust me, you need life insurance. But I do that, and then I've got a business that I do on the side with real estate, and then I do YouTube. And my channel, BLP3 TV, it is basically a mixture. I call it the Philness, but it's music, like acoustic covers, and I do vlogs and some talk videos and things. I like to be engaged with people, and so that's why I love the talk videos, and I love the vlogs. I kind of want you to see into my life. And then I'm a musician. I love doing covers, and so if you guys have like any songs that you want me to take a look at, I don't mind taking a look at and taking a stab at it. But as far as some background with me, I started YouTube 2 months ago. I think it was September. Yeah, September 22nd was like my first my birthday for YouTube, and so I kind of started that, and I uploaded my first video a week later from when I created my account. And it started off with vlogs. I didn't have the equipment that I needed to really do music just yet, or at least feel comfortable to. But I ended up getting what I needed, and I started putting music on there. And so it's kind of been a very interesting organic journey, because I've had like zero experience with YouTube before. Now, I think like most people, if I had a thing that I was searching on Google, you type in something and the first thing that pops up are like maybe 2 or 3 YouTube videos, and you click on the video and you're like, all right, now I know how to make spaghetti, But yeah, so Joe, thanks for having me here. And guys, before I stop talking, because I talk a lot, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to share the link to this live stream so that we can get a ton of people in here, because we want to help everyone grow and be successful, and we really want to grow our community of friends, because this is friendship. This is making friends, making impressions that are gonna last, and it's not about collecting things and putting it into your little cubby. Every channel is a person. Every channel has something to offer. And so what we want to do is we want to chat. We want to help everyone out. So we can't do that without you. So share the link, like the post, and subscribe to Joe's channel. He's hosting us. He's awesome. I know that we're throwing our links everywhere on our own personal social medias and whatnot, but like Joe's channel and subscribe.
Hey, I really appreciate that, Phil. I love the plug. I love the shout out. And it's cool that you talk. It makes my job easier as far as hosting this whole thing. So thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Mandy, tell us a little bit about you, your occupation. What do you do? Why did you start a YouTube channel? Tell me a little bit.
Okay, well, as a lot of you guys don't know, I guess, I have a lot of new subscribers, but I did a video involving this, like, when I first started my channel. I am actually disabled, 100%, physically disabled. So, no, I'm not able to work anymore. I worked full-time up until the time that I just wasn't able to anymore. But now I do YouTube, and I consider that my job. Not only my job, but my most fun hobby. Basically, I got started with my channel because there was actually a friend of mine, one of my best friends. She hosted an event for less fortunate girls who thought about themselves and had no one to really teach them, proper like hygiene and how to apply makeup and how to look their very best. And these were younger girls. And I just didn't, I guess I took it for granted. I taught myself makeup at a very early age. I took it for granted that it doesn't come naturally to everybody. So that inspired me to start my channel, because I wanted to be able to reach those other people, and those other girls and women and anybody who wants to learn how to apply makeup, what the best products are out on the market right now, and all kinds of stuff. So I just want to be able to help and share my passion with others. And definitely, like Phil said before I get done, definitely like and subscribe to Joe's channel. He has been gracious enough to host us and gracious enough to put on this event for you guys so that we can help you learn how to grow as well. So definitely thumbs up to him.
Hey, I really appreciate that, Mandy. I really do. And to me, it only made sense to sit here and see what you three have done, what me personally through Twitter and through direct messages and stuff, on how you guys have been doing. I thought that same thing of there's got to be a magic formula. There's got to be this magic thing that you got to do to grow like you guys have been growing. And when you guys were sharing with me, I'm like, there's nothing fancy about it. It's actually pretty simple. This needs to be shared with so many other people. So I'm super thankful that you guys are here. And like I said before on the live chat there, please sit there and ask your questions in that live chat, and we will collect them and we will ask them near the end. But we have some questions that actually have come across their Twitter feeds and everything of how they've been doing what they've been doing. So we're going to share a little bit about that. You both kind of shared a little bit about your channels as far as the name of your channel and type of content. So tell us, what subscriber count are each of you at this point?
You would say that.
I can tell you if you want.
I honestly don't know, but when I checked earlier today, I was at 487, so probably somewhere around there.
Hold on, I'm looking. My subscriber count at this second is 657.
Awesome.
And so, Mandy, you're at 487 or around 487. Where were you at just like maybe a couple of weeks ago or a month ago?
It took me a long time to figure out how to properly get my channel out there and how to gain subscribers. So I started my channel actually the end of July. So I've been doing this about 4 months. And for the first like 2 months, that was just me trying to get to 100, basically. So in the last 2 months, I've gone from, 100 to almost 500 now. So in the last few weeks, honestly, I haven't done a whole lot this past week. I've had some personal stuff going on. But in the past week, I've gained those probably 87. I think I hit 400 about this time last week.
So, I mean, gaining almost 100 in a week. I mean, like me, I'm not quite at 100 yet. And there's a lot of people out there. I've heard that hitting that 100 mark is one of the hardest marks to hit. And you're sitting here gaining 100 in 1 week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's great growth. As somebody that's at barely almost 60, I think it's like, what? She made 100 in a week? That's amazing. So I think it's fantastic. And you're not even working it as hard as you want to work it. And it's happening. So that's really cool. What about you, BLP? Or you mean call you Phil or BLP?
Either or.
Okay.
They're interchangeable at this point. I pretty much answer to anything. So what was it?
Just like a month ago? Yeah, where were you at about a month ago or so to get to 647 or 657? Because I know since I've been following you for quite a while, for a couple of months now, I've seen you grow and seen these big ticks in your growth. So where were you just not too long ago?
Well, 2 weeks ago, I think I was at 320. I think I was at 320. And Ellen and I kind of started racing each other. And so she's actually probably helped me grow a ton just because I look at her. She's up, and I'm like, I got to get more. And so working it. But yeah, it's been, I would say that I am so incredibly thankful for everyone that has subscribed to my channel, because I think if anyone's had any kind of interaction with me, I hope that what comes across first is that I have a genuine love for people. I love talking. I love connecting with people. And so every single subscriber is a person, and they're a channel, and that it means something. They have content and they have something to bring, and everyone's got the same goal on YouTube, to grow, to put out videos, and to get viral. Everyone's trying to get viral. It's the only time you hear viral and it means something awesome. And it's not the medical world where it's viral, you need to take antibiotics.
Yeah, that is so true. Everybody wants to hit that viral status.
Yeah.
So just one of the questions that I like to ask is how do you promote your channel?
Mandy, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go?
I don't know. I thought you were going first.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I'll go first then. So what is huge, guys, is your channel names is a big deal, because once you put your channel name out there, that is your representation on the internet world. One thing that's really helped me is once you pick your channel name, you need to go to every single social media place and grab that name, so that when you are able to put pictures and things on your on your Twitter or on your Facebook or on your YouTube, you're branded everywhere with the same name. You can type the name and all of your social media pops up. That is so important. That would probably be the first important piece of advice. You need to brand your channel.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, go for it, Mandy. Sorry, I was responding to Ellen. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with what Phil says. Branding yourself and your channel is hugely, hugely, hugely important. And immediately after you come up with your channel name, make sure it's original. Definitely do like he said and go across all platforms and grab that name up, because that's something that's going to stick with you for life, or for the life of your channel. And also, just when you are trying to promote your channel, you have to remember you're promoting yourself. So it is a self-made brand. You are branding yourself. So you are promoting yourself to the world, basically. And how you want to do that is, I mean, like Phil, I'm very much a social person. Like, I love each and every person on the planet. Like, I get along with absolutely everybody. So it's just about making friends, making like-minded friends, and letting them know, hey, this is me. This is who I am. If you want to check more of that out, I have a channel. Check that out too. Like, that's another extension of me, basically, just like my right arm.
Yeah, so you guys are saying essentially, once you get that name, you need to go across and you need to capture that name across all social media, and then you got to sit there and be blasting in all those different social media avenues with that name.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's pretty much marketing 101, essentially, is what it is.
And I'll throw in a little caveat here. So once you've branded your name across all the platforms, you need to drop your links in your description to route people, because half the battle here is you shouldn't be like going and telling everyone to subscribe to your channel, watching your videos and whatnot. What's really cool and what I found is that you can have very organic conversations with people and just talk about anything. And if they actually enjoy your conversation, they actually click your profile. And if they click your profile, they say, oh, this person's got a Twitter, this person's got a Snapchat, this person's got a YouTube, and they're more inclined to, like, here's a case in point. Here's something really cool. So I'm on Instagram, and I'm still learning Instagram, but I noticed that somebody that randomly started to follow me on Instagram started to live stream. So I popped into his Instagram live stream, and I just was chatting with him, and he's like, dude, you're really cool, blah, 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 blah. I mean, lo and behold, he has a YouTube channel as well, but he went and found me from Instagram and subscribed to my channel and said, hey, man, I'm that guy from Instagram. Thanks for chatting with me. You were like the only person chatting with me. There was like 2 people, and he was chatting for like 15 minutes, but I was just like having a conversation with him. Nothing about my channel, nothing about anything other than me having a conversation with this dude and him being really appreciative, But the power of me having my links and things in my Instagram brought him over. It routed him. It's almost like you're funneling people to where you want them to go.
Yes. I feel like what you just said is so hugely important. You touched on this a little bit, but instead of asking people to go like and subscribe your channel, I find that actually is counterproductive. Like, people aren't going to subscribe to your channel and like the channel if you tell them to. Like, they're going to like it if it's something that they naturally like anyway. You know what I'm saying? So those people who are out there, and there's a ton of them out there, just like begging for subscribers or sub for sub and stuff like that, that's not the proper way to grow your channel, because a lot of people who see that get turned off by that, and then that makes them not want to go subscribe to that person's channel. But also on top of it, even if it does work and you do get a subscriber by doing that, it may not be somebody who actually likes your content and actually watches your videos, and you want all of your subscribers to be interactive with you and your channel.
Right. So, I mean, as you guys are sitting here talking about how you're promoting your YouTube channel, you're also promoting your other social medias and trying to make connections within the social media world through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and everything. And it almost, from what you guys are sharing, is that's how you network. You network with people and getting to know people as people, and not just as a username or as an end game of a subscriber, but you truly care about the person. And then the hope is maybe they go check out your channel and they end up liking it. Or maybe they're not into what you're into, but they want to support you because you are an amazing person. Is that kind of what you guys are kind of sharing here?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if you're about other people and you're rallying to other people, you better believe in your time of need, they're going to rally to you. Like, there was a few times on Twitter that I posted where I was maybe like 2 or 3 subscribers away from reaching my goal. And I was like, hey, guys, I've almost reached my goal. I need your help. Like, help me with this. And so, you know, 5, 6, 7 people started to retweet my post. And all of a sudden, you know, I'd have 3 or more subscribers than I needed, like, to reach that goal. And it was so cool. And then, you know, I checked out all the channels that, you know, added me. Usually when someone adds you, they mention that they add you. They're like, hey, what's going on? I'm here, you know. And so you check them out. And, you know, if you like their channel, subscribe. And I'm one of those people where, honestly, I will subscribe to anybody just because part of it is I love to support people. And then second thing is that, I mean, having a lot of subscribers is like having unlimited television. It's like there is no need to watch TV anymore, except when like Game of Thrones is on. I mean, then you just got to stop everything that you're doing, you know, season 8. But, you know, it's really cool because you get to watch other people, and you get to here's really cool. There's a cool thing too. You get to watch people grow and transform. You get to see someone's first video, and then you get to see them grow and learn with input, with criticism, and then like 20, 30 videos down the road, you're like, wow, that person's really progressed. Like, whoa, you know. And then it's really cool too because you make friends, and then you give input to your friends, and they give input to you, and you grow. And it's just like this whole growing thing, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I don't think of my subscribers necessarily as subscribers. Like, all of them are friends to me. Like, they're people that I've made friends with along this journey. Even the ones who don't have a YouTube channel, they just totally are into makeup or whatever it may be. Like, I tell them, or I try to tell everybody as much as I can, like, feel free to DM me. Like, you have questions about your makeup, like, let me know. Like, if you do a look that I have already created on my channel, like, I want to see it. Like, and people do, like, they react back to me after I let them know that I am an open person. I want to be friends with them. And that makes that all the better. Like, it honestly does. And people, I think, really appreciate that you, like, there are some channels who honestly just think of their subscribers as subscribers, and that's it. So I think people appreciate and recognize when they see people that are like, no, we're all friends. Like, this is a family that we're creating. Do you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense. And, you know, I like what you guys are saying also. And I find it fascinating that you guys are sharing all the fact that, you know, we like to help others, whether that's growing their channel and supporting their channel, or like what you said, Mandy, of just helping them with tips and tricks of makeup through DM. It's not like you're sitting there saying, well, I already did a video about that. Go to my channel, make sure you're trying to help. So can you share a little bit on how does helping others help you grow?
I mean, speaking for myself personally, like, I've always been a helpful person. Like, it's something that I love to do. It's part of the reason why I started my channel in the first place. And making friends with everybody, you know, the people that watch my videos, by doing that, I learn what would be better entertainment for them in my next video. I learn what they are looking to see from me in my next video, how to become a better YouTuber and a better channel for them.
Phil, did you have more to add?
I mean, it's really the little things. You'd be surprised what people are thankful for. It's sometimes you can get really caught up in where you want to go. But I think in the grand picture, you're not going to get anywhere on YouTube without the support of other people. And so it's not a solo mission. It's not a solo race. You're not Jake Paul who can just put up something and get a bajillion views and you know whatnot. Because not everyone has a viral video. Not at first, you know, and it takes a while to grow. And you know, there's something that's really awesome about the YouTube community. You know, in this support category, it's the camaraderie. It is everyone's in this race together. There's no first place in this kind of race. You know, it's like everyone's just helping everyone, and everyone celebrates with everyone as they grow, and they help each other grow and help each other celebrate. And so I guess I have this saying that I got from my friend Blurs. He said, it takes a village to grow a YouTube channel. And I am a firm believer on that. A firm believer on friends, firm believer on people that support you, but you have to be able to support them first. It's like you can't just go in and expect people to do things for you and be there for you and whatnot without being there for them. It just doesn't work that way, you know. And I think what's really helped me in my relationships and how I engage everyone is that everyone's my friend. Every subscriber is a friend. Every person's a friend. And so you're having a conversation with a person, not a number, not a thing, you know. And so that's one huge thing. And, you know, the next thing is that people are not going to like your stuff. You're going to get dislikes. Not everyone's going to be on board with you. You know, you may be promoting yourself, and there's going to be some kind of troll that pops in, goes and starts mass disliking your stuff, telling you, okay, hold on. So telling you that you look like Mr. Potato Head. You know, I got that the other day. It's like, hey, man, you look like Mr. Potato Head. And I'm like, thanks, man. That's awesome. And then I got Dr. Eggman on top of that. And I was just like, you know what? I took it as a moment to say, I'm having a conversation with a person who doesn't know who I am, doesn't know what I'm about, but I'm having a conversation with this person. So this is an interaction, and it's awesome. Even though they're making fun of me, I will be the butt of everyone's joke as long as we're all having a good time, you know?
So before I go to the next question, I just saw some people have come in a little bit late. So if you have questions for any of these, whether it's Phil or Mandy, about how they've grown their YouTube channel so quickly, please feel free to put it up in the comments section there, and we will try to answer all of them at the end of this live stream. So, so a lot of times there's this thought that overnight success is a real thing. Do you consider, Phil, the fact that you got to 657 subscribers in overnight success, or Mandy, you know, at 487-ish, you know, give or take, that was an overnight success? I mean, is this a real thing? Is it an overnight success? What was it that got the success?
It absolutely is not an overnight success. I'm not bragging on myself by any way, shape, or form, but I literally work this all day. Every waking moment that I'm not at my job, I'm having conversations with people on all the various platforms. I'm sharing my videos, and, you know, there is a certain way to work. And as you start to grow, as you start to push content out, as you start to have these conversations with people, you're going to – hold on. I just got to stop here. If you are not using your YouTube analytics, you are missing out on one of the biggest things that help you. Just to put it into perspective, I know where my viewers are coming from. I know if they're coming from my Facebook, from my Twitter, from my Instagram. I could see where that's coming from per video. I can see what country the views are coming from. I could see how many views, how many minutes they're watching from each different part of the world. So for me, I have a lot of friends that are in the UK. all right? And I have a lot of friends in America. And so what I've done is I have organized my time so that I can appeal to those people in those time zones in their peak times. I'm having conversations on these platforms with them when they're awake or when they're having dinner or when they're whatnot, you know? And so I'm not talking to people in Malaysia because no one watches my video there. Actually, one person watched my video in Malaysia. You're awesome, whoever you are. You watched 30 seconds of an 8-minute video. Thank you. But you got to know your audience. You know, it breaks down to like age ranges of people. Like for me, my videos right now, the biggest age range on my videos is a man who is between 25 and 35. That is my peak gender age range. And so I know that I'm probably going to do some acoustic songs that are from like the late 90s, early 2000s, because that's what my subscribers want to see, you know, all those rock ballads and whatnot. But see, I'm able to cater that towards them. But I totally lost my train of thought. What was the question originally?
No, it's okay. I think we all got excited because Ellen actually just joined us from Tech World. Can you hear us, Ellen?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I can. Sorry, I got a really bad throat infection, so I'm gonna sound like shit. But
okay. I've never heard your voice in real life, so this is BLP, your younger brother that you wish you never had.
Yeah, the one that I can't get rid of.
Yes.
So I'll introduce you a little bit more, Ellen, as soon as BLP finishes his train of thought here. Because we were talking about the overnight success. Is that a real thing? But you're sitting here saying that, no, I am working my tail end off on doing this.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, so I work 60, wait, I work 60. I'm gone from my home 60 hours a week for my job between working and commuting. And so the time that I have for my YouTube channel is before that, sometimes during it when, being a little bad worker. And then after that, I mean, I literally have, and you don't have to work your channel like me, but honestly, for a lot of the time during the week, I probably have 20 to 30 minutes of social interaction with people that is not work, and it's with my wife, and I'm literally doing this. But that's what I want to do to grow my channel to where it needs to be. I'm investing the time, the quality, and everything to get me to my goal. You know, you can work this at any pace that you want to do, but for where I want to go, I'm putting in the work and the hours. And then one thing that you should not forget is that you may make a video today that may get 1 view today, 2 views tomorrow, but that video can make you 1,000 to 2,000 views from now. You don't know. Everything that you put out is a product, is a thing, is part of you. So whether you're working it as a hobby, doing it 10 hours a week or 100 hours a week, everything is worth it. Everything means something, and nothing's in vain, even though you may not see it now. Because people always backlog, watch other things if they find you like a year from now. And they're like, man, that person's awesome. I wonder. And then they go and they search and they start from square one, But
that happened to me, Phil. Exactly what you're saying. I had one of my very first videos that I did, like right when I was starting. It got absolutely no views at first, and now it has, like, I want to say around 1,500 views, like out of nowhere.
So, Mandy, for you, has this been an overnight success type thing, or is this something that you have really had to grind at it and work?
Yes, like no, not at all. Everything that Phil said is 100% true. Yeah, like even when my husband's off work, he's like, how? Like there are nights when I don't sleep or times when I don't sleep for days on end because like Phil said, you have viewers from all around the world. So, I mean, there are times when I'm like talking from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. 3 days from now to all different kinds of people. And my husband is like, how, who are you talking to at this time? And I'm like, oh, it's from the other side of the world. It's fine. And he understands it now. But at first he was blown away by the amount of time and like energy and effort I put into networking and meeting new people. And I want to know who my audience is. So yeah, everything that Phil said is 100% true. absolutely nothing is in vain. And no, it's not an overnight success at all because we work our butts off.
Ellen, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Super happy that you're here. Ellen is with TEK WHIRL. That's her channel name. And Ellen, tell us a little bit about you. What's your occupation, and why did you start YouTube? We're going to try to get you caught up real quick. That way we can keep going here.
Okay. I do list videos, but my occupation is I'm an accountant, and I did my master's in marketing. So the whole social media aspect of YouTube always fascinated me. The reason why I started the channel was my husband, he owns an advertising agency, and we did a lot of work for crowdfunded projects. And so I spent a lot of time on that site, and I just realized there's so many amazing projects out there that never see the light of day. And I started doing some research on YouTube and seeing all these people that feature them. I mean, I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to kind of give them more exposure. Like it's just like the most insane projects that like just never get noticed or funded. So that's basically the reason for it.
Yeah, and so your type of content is kind of highlighting various products that might not get a lot of exposure. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Or I have one rule, like I don't feature any products that I don't like. Like, I mean, there are people that are into doing these list videos, and I mean, they just do the most insane showcases. Like, I mean, this is supposed to be PG, but like butt plugs and shit. And I was like, nah, it's not for me. You know, like I think it's like it's cool to get views and things, but I mean, I don't really want to do that.
And so how many subscribers are you currently at?
670, I think.
Oh, has BLP beat so far?
Yeek.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, actually. I'm gonna have to check my social blade, but like I think it is something like that.
And so was this an overnight success for you, or did you have to work your tail end off as well?
Oh gosh, I wish it was an overnight success. It's an all-night and all-day success, pretty much. Like I sleep very little, which is sort of not so good for your health and all that. But no, I mean, I'm like Phil. I work at least 60 hours a week on my normal job, and then put in maybe 30-40 hours to my channel.
Wow. So what you guys are sitting here telling me is that this isn't something that can be an overnight thing. Those overnight successes that you hear about, it's one of two things. One, they got lucky and made a viral video and it was just the stars aligned perfectly, or the overnight success that you're really seeing is them grinding at it for years and years and years, and we are just now seeing the reaping of all of that hard work. Am I hearing you guys correct on this?
Definitely.
Well, I wouldn't say years and years. I've been at channel for 2 months, but my work ethic though came from years and years of grinding and focusing. You know, it's I'm that type of personality where if something has my focus and there's a purpose behind it, I can grind some unbelievable hours to get the job done. It's almost just like, you know what? If I want to hit 150 subscribers by X date, I'm going to have it done. That's how it is, you know?
One of the things that, Ellen, this is a question for you because I want to kind of get your perspective on it, is the thing that Phil and Mandy was sharing as far as how they get their subs. It was fascinating that they were sitting here sharing that it's treating people as a number and helping those people grow as well. Is this a similar experience that you've had as you've seen such great growth within your YouTube channel?
Well, everybody is asking me for the secret. I mean, I'll give you the secret. It's the hard work. You need to put in the hard work first of all. But how to get your subscribers is network on Twitter, but make sure that you look like there's ways of seeing who's going to be a good subscriber and who won't. And there's ways of seeing who's going to support you or not. If somebody's tweeting out only their own tweets, if you look at the Twitter feed, they never retweet, they never help anybody out, then they're probably quite self-serving people. The way I look at it is that if you help others out, help them, like retweet. If you're going to like a post, retweet it. You're stupid not to. That's just my feeling about it, though.
I agree.
Yeah, I see all three of you all the time. Even with this live stream that I was setting up and everything, anytime that I would post something about the live stream, every single one of you was retweeting it and then putting a comment on it, liking it, and then you'd even put it in some of the chat groups and everything. You guys were promoting it probably more than even what I was promoting it. So yeah, you can tell that you guys practice what you're sitting here preaching, and it's very clear if you just go to you all's social media pages and see it.
Like, and also take pride in the people that you do support. Like Goomba, for me, for an example, he will always be like one of those channels that I will have dear to my heart because I was one of his first subscribers. I think I was his first, actually. So I will always watch his content, like whether he makes shit content or not. I will always watch it. But he doesn't, though. He's a retro gamer. I love his stuff. So go watch him.
Yeah, go watch Goomba. He's awesome. He's a great supporter.
I don't even like gaming channels, and I like his.
So that's fascinating too, that you guys, even though you're not into some of these things, you actually go and subscribe to them, and you actually watch them and you interact with them. Is this what I'm hearing?
Of course, yeah. I mean, and there's so many people who watch me who don't even like makeup. Like, for me, it's about somebody's personality. If I like your personality and what you're putting into your videos, like, I don't like gaming channels, but there are definitely three that I watch regularly because I absolutely love them. I love their personality that they put into it. And you know, it's not about like, I just don't like a genre, I'm going to count that out. Like, I'm never going to watch that. It's about the people who are making the content. Like, there are so many that actually like make it not all about the game. Like, I love watching their personality, so of course I watch them.
Yeah, like there's a channel that I'm subscribed to that they go Bigfoot hunting, and I mean,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I kind of just watch it. I'm just like poking through, you know, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I mean, like, and here's the thing, guys. You're not going to be able to watch every single video of your subscribers, but I mean, if you're able to hit maybe one of their videos a week at some point in time, they're going to remember that. You know, it's just like, one thing to remember is, with the limited time that you have, can you make a lasting impression, or can you make them notice your presence? And that's a huge thing. What is your presence? What is your presence with your subscribers? What is your presence with your friends and the people that you're talking to? You know, if people gravitate to you, start pulling people together. You know, if you notice that you do a live stream and like people are coming to your live stream, do more live streams. If you notice that a lot of people are commenting on a certain type of video, do more videos like that and comment back on every single person that leaves you a comment. If you if you're watching this right now and you do not comment back to people that are commenting on your videos, see this fist? I've just popped you in the face because you are a turd nugget.
Get him, Phil.
You know, here's the thing. You got to remember that someone took the time out of their day to watch your freaking video. So you can at least comment back. You know, I'm not telling you to go watch everyone's video. I'm telling you, if they comment on your video, you better comment back.
Yes.
That's just courtesy. Now, if you have thousands of comments that are coming in like every you know, you got some leeway there. But if you're getting like, you know, 20 to 30 comments, you better be commenting back. You should be, you know.
So do you guys buy subs? Subscriptions?
Oh yeah, $1,000 a pop. $1,000 a sub.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Phil. I haven't seen a dime of that money yet that I've subbed to your channel.
Man, it's invested. I got a Corvette sitting out here. You can't buy subs. That's just not a thing.
Somebody actually asked, I've gotten a lot of questions about that, if you and I buy subs, or like sub-bot or sub-view. And I was just thinking to myself, if I was buying them, I would have millions.
Yeah, you actually can. Like, I found out that their website, I don't know if it's legit, but you can give your money and expect subs. I don't know if you'll actually get them, but who would want to? Think about it. Like, you're buying these fake subscribers who aren't actually going to watch your
exactly,
and they're not going to interact with you. And for me, it's not about, like, for anybody, it shouldn't be about the sub count. It should be about everybody who does watch you interacting with your videos.
I have to throw out here. Okay, so you reach 1,000 subscribers, and the only thing that it does for your channel is it unlocks you to have sponsorship, and it unlocks you to have super chat. So other than that, it doesn't matter because you make money from views and you make money from sponsorships. But if you bought subs and nobody's watching your videos, nobody's going to sponsor you. You're not going to make any money, and you just spent a buttload of money for nothing that you can't do anyway, you know? Because I think that as of like September 21st or something like that of this year, YouTube cracked down on like inactive accounts like this, and they've like unsubscribed or terminated them. So that's not even a thing anymore. So yes, I buy subs.
So what about the view botting? Do you guys buy view botting, whatever that means?
Oh, I didn't even know you could.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm assuming what it is it like you pay money to where it's a kind of a like a robotic thing to where it'll just sit there and people just watch the views, or I don't know, they use different accounts to sit there and rack up the views or something. I really don't know. Honestly,
no, but I'm about to write that down right now. You guys are about to see a view increase on my channel.
No, I think if anybody bought view bots, I think we would all be sitting at like millions of views per video.
Yeah, why would we have like 100 views or 200 views and not like thousands of views? It's like,
yeah.
That just makes we're stupid with our money. Come on, guys, give us a little more credit than that.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, like, I mean, I personally would have I would average a lot more than 88 views a day. I mean, because at the end of the day, that's what I get at the moment.
And I'm like 20 of those views.
Get off, Phil. Yeah, and also though, Google actually shuts down your account. If you do that, it's illegal.
Thank God. It should be.
It's like YouTube illegal.
Yeah, I've got 4 computers going. I let my cats watch the videos. They're just sitting there and they're monitoring on the loop.
You have cat bots.
You have cat bots. That's the meow, guys. It's perfect.
So let me ask you this. I was hoping to keep this, about an hour or so. I mean, if the chat is still going hot and we're still going strong with this, I don't mind going a little bit longer if everybody's up to it. So I'm definitely flexible with this.
Joe, I think there are questions in there.
Yeah. I've gotten some questions here that we're definitely going to be getting to. But Let me ask you three. I really want to hear from all three of you guys. What do you consider is the biggest factor to your rapid growth? Let's start with you, Alan.
Well, I think that for me, it is the work that you put in. And also, though, like I see a lot of small YouTubers, when you grow really fast, it's sort of, you get a lot of people that is considered as spam, like that subscribe to you or whatever, and they don't like, they delete those type of comments or whatever. Whereas if somebody says in my comment section that they have actually supported me, I'm going to go and support the channel back. Like, I don't care. Because they're taking their time, they're giving me their commitment, I'm going to do the same. I think that at this point in time, like, you have to look at it with focus and as a business, because at this moment in time, we need all the support we can get. Like, I'm not going to sub to an account and not ever go and visit the channel. Like, that's just bad business.
What about you, Mandy?
I totally agree with everything that Ellen said. But yeah, for me, the question I think was like, what do we think?
What do you consider? What do you consider is the biggest factor to your rapid growth?
Okay, that's what I thought, and I totally think that just literally networking and making friends. I think that that's the 100% the biggest factor to my growth.
I think for me, it's also helping others.
Yes, that too. You know, I love to do that.
What about you, Phil?
I think the biggest thing for me, and this is just weird that I think this way, but at the end of everything, if you're asking yourself a question, where's Phil? I've done my job. Because when I make my entrance, you're like, there he is. Where have you been? It's like, you know, you want to have a conversation with me. You want to engage with me. And that's my purpose behind all of it, whether it be me on Twitter, me on a YouTube video or a live stream or on Instagram or on Snapchat or on my Facebook channel. I am plugging every little thing here. Go find me and add me. But, you know, if you're wondering where I'm at, I think I've done my job.
And a perfect example of that is actually Tomahawk Toad. Like, he's an amazing YouTuber. Like, he is by far my favorite gaming channel on YouTube, like, including all the big ones. And he never he didn't have a lot of Twitter followers, and he didn't sort of know how to network properly and that, but you know, he sort of got quite a bit of help from everyone, and he started to grow quite a bit now.
That was me. That was me when I first started out. When I started my channel, I started out of nowhere. Like, nobody knew I was doing it, just like bam. And literally, I hadn't had any social media and no forms of social media for 3 years prior. So I was starting literally from the ground up, and I didn't know, I couldn't remember how to grow my Twitter. And that's what I started with. Well, I actually started with my YouTube channel, and then I made a Twitter, and then an Instagram. But yeah, I had no idea. And so it took me a little bit to kind of find my footing and be like, how should I go about making friends? Like, I can't, you know, I don't want people to take me the wrong way, but I do have a very strong personality, and I am very helpful and very friendly. So it took me a little bit to figure that out. Kind of like you're talking about Tomahawk Toad, but once I did, everything started falling into place.
I was planning on doing a special shout out to Tomahawk Toad, but I do want to give a special shout out to Tomahawk Toad. I asked a couple of people to moderate this live stream where we don't miss any of the questions that are coming through the chat. That way I can focus on talking with the guest, and somebody could sit there and copy and paste the questions and send them to me. That way I can see just a question. He pulled through. He did it. He was super eager. And so huge shout out to Tomahawk Toad. He's a great, great guy. You need to check out his YouTube channel. Definitely go and subscribe. Check him out on Twitter. And he's the one that's making sure that your questions there in the chat room are being seen and being answered. So Tomahawk Toad, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Appreciate you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
And may I just add as well that it is actually 4 a.m. in the morning where he's at.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he texted me. He said we were talking about the time and everything, and he told me what time it was there. And so I go, bro, it's going to be like 3 a.m. when we start this chat. Is that okay? And he goes, yeah, I'm willing to stay up. I'm in for this. And I'm like, that is fantastic. Okay, cool. And I sent him a message a couple hours ago, and he goes, I'm already sitting here. I'm ready to go. I mean, this guy was eager. And that's the kind of people that I love to meet and support, is those kinds of people that are eager and willing to help and do whatever it is. And he has been doing in this chat. So Tomahawk Toad, you rock, bro.
And like, just looking at that as far as growth goes, that is how you grow. It is commitment. Like, I mean, and one thing that I don't know if you've already have touched on yet is that you need to kind of ask yourself, YouTube is about solving a problem. Why do you want people, what is it that you want people to watch? Like Mandy, for an example, people watch her because they like makeup. Phil, for an example, you know, the people watch him because they like music, or they like, you know, he's a very entertaining guy. For me, I kind of want people to just, men are the hardest people to buy gifts for, and that's kind of what I want my channel to be about. You know, is it entertaining? And that's, you have to kind of incorporate that into everything.
Yeah, it's so true. That is so true. We really didn't hit on that, Ellen. So I appreciate that you brought that up. So a couple of questions that I'd like to get into is from the chat room. I hope you guys are still here that ask these questions. If not, then hopefully you're watching this and you'll hear your question answered. But Edinburgh, Scotland, he says, what have you learned, or she, I guess I shouldn't assume gender. What have you learned from mistakes? Anybody can jump in. It doesn't have to be all three of you, but so whoever.
I don't know what kind of mistakes he's talking about necessarily, but I have made a few. Like, I've made mistakes in who to trust, I think. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to just like put it out there, but I've made mistakes in who to trust, basically. When I was first starting out, and you know, like, oh, how do I do this? Asking those type of questions and things like that, if that makes sense. And getting the wrong answer. Like, there are so many people out there who are not helpful and who do not want others to grow, who view everyone as competition, even though in reality there's plenty of room for everyone. So I've definitely learned to kind of, I guess, monitor a little bit better who I take any advice from.
That's a good one. Ellen, Phil, do you guys have anything?
So I wouldn't say like mistakes per se, but let me put this in context. I think it's a mistake to doubt yourself. I think it's a mistake to want to call it quits, or to just say, oh, what I'm doing is not good enough, or just because I'm not where I want to be, I should just stop. For me, I struggle with my emotions a lot. You know, it's really easy to be attached to your subscriber count or how many people are watching and whatnot, and, you know, find your worth, value, and significance in those analytics, because it is so far from that. You know, you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, but your worth and value and significance does not come from how many people watch your videos. It does not come from unsubscriptions. It does not come from negative comments, you know. And that's one thing that you always need to keep in check. You need to have good things, positive things that are pouring into you constantly, whether it be your faith, whether it be your family, whether it be something, because this place can be very toxic if you invest those emotions into it. And so I would say it's a mistake to do that. And it's something that I struggle with and everyone struggles with, where I do kind of have bad days when people unsubscribe naturally. You know, I'm like, oh man, what did I do? You broke up with me and I don't even know why. You're just gone. No closure, you know. But I have to remind myself that I don't get my worth, value, and significance from it, you know. And so sometimes I need to unplug. I need to recharge. I need to get you know, recharged again. And so don't get caught up in that, because it's so easy to. It's so easy to get excited when you grow, and then when you get stagnant, you know, it sucks. You know, whether it be a stagnant for an hour or a day or a month, you know. And the next thing that's a mistake is, do not be full of yourself. Just because you're making kind of like videos that you want to make, and then you're upset at people for not watching them. You've made the videos for yourself, so you should be happy with that. But if you're making videos that people want to see, then you have to adapt. You have to be you, make videos that you want to do, but you have to understand that you're trying to appeal to people. And if people are appealing to different kind of things, then you need to adjust. Or you need to keep making videos that you want to do and shut up, you know. But that's another thing, you know. It's just like, people, YouTube, okay, next year YouTube is going to be the biggest search engine. It's going to be bigger than like Google search itself. And so if you're not making videos that people aren't searching, your videos are not going to go viral. Hands down. That's just, sorry, your videos are not going to go viral. But if you're making videos that people are watching, that's where your subscribers like matter. You know, they're going to be watching, they're going to be your dedicated people. But you know, a mistake would be that you're getting upset that people aren't watching your videos, but you're not doing anything to change and better yourself. You know, if you're stuck in a rut, change something. You know, figure out who's watching your videos, where they're coming from, and adjust. That's if you want to continue to grow. Otherwise, if you're having fun making these stupid little videos, like there was this one video that all it was like a collage of the 3 minutes of Call of Duty headshots. He has 7 subscribers, and he put those videos up there, and he's had a channel that video's been up for 7 months, and it has like 20 views. But it's up there. It was awesome. I came across it. It was awesome, you know. But yeah, that's my 2 cents.
What about you, Ellen? What have you learned from mistakes?
Well, I mean, I think that one of the things is kind of like what both of them have touched on is that Twitter can be a very toxic place, and people are going to be mean to you, especially when you're successful, like, and especially when you grow fast, or not even fast, but quicker than other people. One of the things though that I agree, like I try to stay out of drama, but one thing that I've learned along the time that I've been there is sometimes you just need to tell the bully where they're at, because otherwise people will keep on hammering you and they will just destroy you. So don't ever let anybody else push you. Like, don't be a pushover. You say your piece, drop the mic, and go. Like, and that's it. That's the only way. But as far as I agree with Phil, though, you have to kind of understand, why are you making these videos? Because if you just filming a day out with your family and you're having fun doing it and you're uploading it every so, there's nothing wrong with that. And some people may watch it and some people may not, and that's cool. But if you're gonna have to put in so much time into this to pick a topic that you really love. Like with Mandy's videos, for an example, you can see that she truly loves makeup. I mean, she just really does it, all these products that she's using. And the same thing with Phil. it's like, if you love cooking, do cooking. If you love, you know, gaming, do gaming. Don't try to work out how how to work that category. Don't choose a category just because you think it's going to be successful.
I agree with everything that you guys have shared, and I appreciate you guys being open about sharing some of these mistakes and some of the things that you guys have learned in this process. Next question is from Edward Van Winkle. He asks, talking to all these people 24/7, which I'm assuming as far as the people on social media, Twitter, and those kinds of things, talking to all these people 24/7, is it scalable and sustainable? How do you keep that up at 50,000 subs? I don't think any of you guys are at 50,000 subs, but maybe you could take a stab at his question.
Well, you know, the YouTube channel is organic. You need to grow as your channel grows. I mean, you're going to have to adapt. You can't, I'm not going to have the reach and presence that I'm going to have now with 50,000 subscribers. There's just no way you're going to get that many touches. And you're not going to be subscribed to 50,000 channels either. You know, so, you know, with my comment, when I made earlier about commenting back on all the videos and things that people, you know, have taken the time to comment on, you should pop in and comment on a few of them still, but there's just no way that you're going to keep up, you know? And so that's where your videos become even more powerful, because you have an audience, you have a way to connect with them. And I've found that I really like my welcome videos. I've got a welcome video for any new subscriber that's on my channel, or sorry, a first-time visitor. There's a special video for them, and there's a special video for my actual subscribers when they come to my page, you know. And so I let them know what's going on, and I feel like that way I can verbalize and kind of talk to the crowd, because you're not having one-on-one interactions anymore. You're having interactions with groups of people. And so that mentality changes. You're addressing the crowd. You're always talking to a crowd. You're not talking to one single person, but when you do, you're having a special moment with them and you've made their day. Because I remember I tweeted one of these bigger channels on Twitter, and he tweeted me back, and I was fanboy. I was like, oh my God, he's got like 50,000 subscribers, and he tweeted me back. He took the time. And I was geeking out, you know, because I got a Lumix G7 camera, and I was trying to figure out how to work the stinking thing, because I suck at it. I'm not good with that kind of tech. So I was watching his videos, and I just, on Twitter, I'm like, you know what? This person's awesome. Just thank you for making videos. And he replied, and he goes, man, anytime. And I was like, what? You know? So it makes your one-on-one interactions more special. That's what I'd say. But you're addressing a group of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Did Mandy, Ellen, did you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I totally agree with what Phil said. I think that for me personally, once I reach numbers of 50,000 plus, you know, it's going to be hard for me to sustain the networking and the talking to people that I'm doing on an everyday basis now. However, I personally will never stop answering all of my comments. That is the very least that I could do, you know, as a human being. And, you know, if you do see somebody tweet something at you that you like, at least tweet them back. I know that there are going to be several that are missed. And I miss a few now even, and I don't mean to. But if somebody does and you happen to catch it, for me personally, will definitely be tweeting back at them.
Let's see. We have here's another question from Kathleen and family. I don't know if they're still in here, but Kathleen and family ask, BLP3 and Mandy, how long did it take it to make it to where you are? I mean, I just made it to 214.
Well, like I said before, I've been at this for about 4 months, and I think Phil said about 2. So,
what about you, Ellen? I think Kathleen asked this question before you got on. How long did it take you to make it where you are, as far as to the 670 or whatever?
Well, for me, I I made videos for a month. My channel's been I've been posting for 3 months, and I made videos for a month, and the only subscriber I had was my husband, but I never marketed them. So I've been marketing actively for 2 months. Yeah.
Awesome. Phil?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Mandy actually kind of answered that, didn't she?
so just to be super specific, yeah, I said Pacific instead of specific. I think I'm cool. I think it was September 22nd was my day that I started my channel, and then my first video came up a week later.
Awesome. That's all from those in the comment section. So just going to kind of wind it down at this point. But one of the things I want to ask all three of you, what are your 2018 goals for your channel? And whoever's ready, you can go ahead and start asking that, or you can start answering that. Don't ask me.
I don't make goals that out far in advance. I know that seems ridiculous, but I don't do New Year's resolutions. I don't make far outreaching goals because I want to know where I'm at closer to that time. So like I made a goal at the beginning of November. Hey, I want to be at 500 by Thanksgiving, and I'm about to reach that. So after that, we'll see what's next.
Okay.
My goals are, I would say the first one is that I'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers by February, sometime in February. That's my goal that I'm putting out there. My second goal is to upload 3 times a week for 52 weeks. If I can get at least 3 uploads a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that is going to be awesome. I'm going to be plugging in some live streams too, so I'll consider the live stream that I do and upload. But what I'd like to be consistently would be 5,000 to 10,000 views a month.
Nice. What about you, Ellen?
Well, for me, it's I mean, I would like to reach 1,000 subscribers, but my goal is a little bit further out though than Phil's, because I was kind of hoping maybe mid-year sometime to next year to reach it, but yeah, you never know what happens. As far as views goes, I haven't even thought about that.
I try not to think of numbers that much. That's something that one of the first people, like I said before, like when I first started out, it was so hard finding people at that time to actually give me helpful advice. And one of the very first people that did, that was what they told me, is don't obsess over numbers. And since then, I don't. Like, most people know when I hit a milestone before I do, and I get a DM saying, hey, Mandy, you just hit 400. Like, congratulations. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I just put the work in, and I know that it will come in time, but I don't obsess over the numbers at all.
That's good stuff. Okay, so here's a really tricky question for you guys. Well, actually, before I ask this, because I'm going to make this, unless there's another question that pops up here. I forgot what I was going to say. Is there anything that any of you guys want to share at this point that maybe we haven't covered, or that you might want to reiterate, or anything like that?
I'm gonna hit this again. Promote other people. Promote your friends. You are having conversations with people, so start talking to people. You know, if you've got anxiety, if you've got people weirdness, you need to make some goals that are measurable. Maybe like saying, all right, if I'm awkward with people, maybe I should have 5 to 10 interactions a day with the new person on whatever, you know, platform that you want to be on. But the thing is that, you know, you have to be working and growing on things. And so for me, I think I try to have 50 to 100 new interactions a day, and I don't always get there, but I try my hardest. You know, I try to add people, look at their stuff, be it on Twitter. If there are certain types of people that I like, I follow them. Maybe they follow me back. But once I follow them, I see what they're saying, and I'll tweet them, or I'll like what they're saying, or I'll retweet what they're saying. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, they're subscribed to me, or they're following me. And now we're having conversations. I mean, like a lot of you that are watching this video now, that is how I met you. I randomly added you, and I started talking to you. I just came in out of nowhere, and we were having a conversation that felt like it was starting like a year ago, and we're just kind of moseying back into it, you know? Like, Joe, I would say that the way that we're talking with each other now, it's like we've known each other for a lot longer than like a month.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You left a comment on YouTube just asking, hey, can we be some YouTube friends? And my first thing was like, that's weird. I've never got a comment like this. And so I go and check out your channel. I look at your stuff. And I'm like, man, I really like his stuff a lot. And so we started interacting there. And then I just got back on Twitter, actually, and found you on Twitter and then started interacting more. And so, yeah, I feel like that we've known each other for a lot longer than a month.
Right.
And I'm starting to feel the same way with Ellen, definitely. And then as I've gotten to know Mandy more too, it's not Mandy Moore, the actor, Mandy Fuller Moore. So, I mean, you guys are becoming like really great friends of mine.
Yeah, I agree. And I love the banter with Alan.
That's what it's all about, is making friends and keeping them and not being mean. That's the big one. Don't be mean. If you want to have a YouTube channel, you have to respect other people who have the same dream instead of try to deny their dream or be rude to them. That's not the way to go.
Absolutely. And like one of the things as well is congratulate other people, be happy for them, because you of all people know how hard it is to reach your goals. Like, it's just so much work. It is like, be genuinely happy for people. I mean, Phil and I was sort of in a race as such to get to 500 subs, and he just destroyed me, like as he does. But I was so happy for him. Like, I almost felt like I was living it through him. Like, I was getting the 500 subs when I didn't even have them. And same thing like with Mandy. Like, when she got 450, and I know that like you're gonna be huge soon, I think. But the other thing is also though that it's when I say support people, like help them out, retweet, be social, all that, but keep your inner circle very small. Like, you have your ride or dies, get them now. Keep that circle, those people that you trust, only a handful. Like, I have, I have Heather, I had Phil, I have Mandy, and I have you as well, Joe, and a few others, but those are the people that don't kind of bring things to other people.
Such good stuff. It really is. You guys are just speaking so much knowledge and so much wisdom and so much experience. One last question, this question that there is, okay? Which animal would make the best type of president if the animal kingdom ever rises up and takes over?
Honey badger.
This one.
What about you, Alan?
I would say dolphins.
Oh, a dolphin. Nice.
Yeah.
They're quite smart.
Yeah, they are.
And very charming.
I would say honey badgers, because honey badgers don't, and I'm not going to finish that.
So what kind of recapping here, essentially what you guys are sitting here saying is it takes hard work, a lot of time put into it, patience, ton grinding at it, day in and day out.
No sleep.
Keep no sleep. I sleep 5 hours a day, if that.
And
I sleep 3 hours a day.
The golden rule: treat others how treated is what it comes down to. That's what I'm hearing.
Before we leave, can I just ask something? Did you and Phil touch on Pinterest at all?
No, but let Ellen talk about that for a second, because she introduced me to that and it's amazing.
Pinterest for me have been a really good way of getting views. Basically, I upload all my videos there, and I get I get views from search and from Pinterest. And I've also gotten quite a few subscribers that have like messaged me and said, like, I just found your stuff from Pinterest and I subscribed to your channel. Same thing, Stumble Upon is working very well for a good friend of mine. It's not working so well for me, but I still upload everything there.
Yeah, I haven't had any traction from Pinterest, but I noticed that the categories that I put things into, my category for music is not really a category. There's not a category there, but there's a category for makeup, there's a category for electronics, there's a category for gadgets and all that good stuff. So it's not like the best place for me, but I still upload there. I haven't seen anything there, but I'm hoping that if they ever change their algorithm or change like a category for Pinterest, my stuff will be there first.
Yeah, it's just basically all
sense.
goes back to, like Phil was saying before, like when you create your channel name, grab that name on all social media across the board, and people forget about Pinterest. People forget about these other ones that aren't like mainstream, like you talk to people every day, but those are so important as well.
Did you guys touch on search engine optimization at all, or?
Not super in depth, no, but you're probably the best one, the most educated one to chat about that.
Yeah, go for it, Ellen.
Yes, one of the things that you need to think about is when you create the title for your video, you have to use those words in your description. You include all those words in your description, also include them in your tags, and make long tags that will help you rank. You do the short ones, like let's say if you're if you make a video on 5 Apple Watch gadgets, you know, make sure that you have like the 5 best Apple Watch gadgets in your title, in your description, and also in your tags.
Yeah, that's real. I didn't even think about having it in all those different segments when you're actually uploading the video. I hadn't even thought about that. That's really good stuff. Well, I want to sit here and just think. By the way, going back to the last question there about the animal, which animal would make the best type of president if the animal kingdom rises up and takes over? Oh my word! Hang on.
Who asked that question?
I did. That was my question, Ellen.
Oh gosh.
Tomahawk
Amazing.
Toad. Tomahawk Toad. He's part of this this interview as well. He said sloths because they take their time. So I want to make sure that that I mentioned that. But I want to thank you, Phil, BLP3 TV, Ellen with TEK WHIRL, Mandy Fuller. I want to thank Tomahawk Toad for sharing the wisdom and your experiences and everything, taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to do this. I know, Mandy, this is an hour later. Some of you on the chat, it is really late for you guys. Tomahawk Toad, it's like 4:30 in the morning your time, and so I just thank each and every single one of you. And if you're watching this, be sure to go down below, and in the description is all of their details as far as their YouTube channel, Twitter, and just check out their channel, subscribe, follow, like, shout out the links in the description and everything. And then, yeah, learn from these guys. They're here to help. They want to help. You can tell that they really care about people. I appreciate you all for watching. And the way that I always end my videos is usually with my wife and our outro. But she's not here, so I'm going to have to say her part. But I just want to say, stay happy, friends, and always, always to its fullest. Good night, everybody.
Night, guys.
Good night.